Hello. It's a Monday, and I am out of it. We got a new patch, which I'm actually surprised that I'm excited for. We'll look into that before I roll in. I'll just go ahead and get the server loaded up, but it seems like a good patch. Emphasis on seems. It looks like they're listening again to their community. As much as the PvP set sweats want to deny such things, but you know, whatever. So let's look at the patch notes. It's a small update. There it is. Switch it over. For once, it's look how short that list is. Isn't that wonderful? Okay, don't mind me. Let's see what we got. Now, before I get into it, someone already told me, I got several messages telling me that there's an adjustment to where control points are, and where my base was in Deep Desert is now a control point and PvP, so I likely don't have a base right now, which is fine. You know, there's only one more day before wipe anyway. Well, not even a day, like 12 hours. Which I think is good, having the control point closer to the edge of the PvE zone like that, but so we got tier 6 resources can now be collected across wider areas in the PvE part of the Deep Desert. What a concept. Added an element of randomization to respawn timer of unique loot containers in the Deep Desert. Whatever that means. An element of randomization to the respawn timer. So, I guess it's not going to take long for people to figure out, like, what the parameters are, but I'm guessing it's probably going to range from, like, X amount of time to X amount of time for it to generate. However, what they need to do in addition to that is make so the NPCs respawn in sync with the loot and not just, oh, there's no one in here and there's loot, or vice versa. What more commonly happens, oh, there's enemies in here. Surely if I spend the next like 5-10 minutes clearing out this area, there will be loot at the end, and then come to find there's no loot. There is no need to explain why that's dumb. Plastanium tier crafting components were split up to drop based on the content location. So I'm assuming, like, well, it said components. So I'm assuming that's not titanium and stravidium, but more like the plastinium plating and advanced weapon parts and stuff like that. What does that mean? We're split up to drop based on the content location. So are they saying, like, there's more of a condensing of it in the testing stations? Whatever. They switched up. Fallen shipwrecks and buried treasures can drop components from any location. What? Okay, am I, like, having a stroke? What does this eat? We're split up to drop based on the content location. In what way? I mean, one way to find out, but which we'll be doing today. Okay, anyway. Added a chance of a different selection of uniques dropped and PvE loot in Deep Desert, which is good. The fact it was the exact same loot as you would get in the PvP, there was no real incentive to go to the PvP location. Spawn rate of medium fields increased from 5 to 8. The spawn rate? Or do they mean quantity? Because rate, you would expect man, I fucking hate patch notes. Rate, you would expect a time frame, not just a generic number. So I'm assuming that's the amount of spawns rather than a time frame. And small spice fields increase from 22 to 30. I mean, that's not much of a bump, but I mean, that's a lot of spawns for the small ones. Did we mention how Sector D became PvP? Did we mention how Sector D became PvP and our base got demolished? I don't know who... I've been told this by many people, so definitely maybe. There was... I know there was a group that went out this morning and cleaned house. And apparently had left my base alone. Not that there was really anything in there to begin with, because I depoted everything on Saturday night. But yeah, I don't know why they decided, hey, here's the weekly patch, let us roll it out the day before wipe, instead of waiting until wipe. Discord's on fire and heard of a lot of review bombing. Well, I don't really... yeah, that's to be expected and understandable. Appreciate the follow. I don't know why they did... Again, I don't know why they decided to roll this patch out before the wipe. One would think they'd do the wipe and the patch simultaneously to avoid things like that. Lost 2 refineries, a carrier, and a ton of materials. Man, Funcom really does keep on playing themselves, don't they? Holy shit. Yeah, really dumb idea. If they want to roll out patches on Mondays, maybe they should make the wipe on Monday, you know? Fucking hell, dude. It's so dumb. So dumb of them. The delay for leaving a PvP security zone. What do you mean? Oh, the delay. 5 seconds to 30 seconds to prevent border camping and allow PvP players to protect their area. Okay. So I'm assuming that means like the transitioning time frame is no longer 5 seconds and the transition takes 30 seconds now. PvE players are going to hate that update. Oh, fuck. Change the Landstred tasks to allow for kill and delivery contribution to happen after the task has been completed, but awarding only personal contribution. Hey, which faction won and how many guilds voted?
Sector weather alert.
How many guild votes were awarded are unaffected by contributions made after the task was complete by one faction. Okay. Got nothing to say about that because I don't fuck with Landstred. Improved stability, nice and vague. I never believe them when they say that. Reduce the cases where sandworm can push vehicles under terrain. Glad I never encountered that. Added a new audio alert for PvP zone change. That's good. Yeah, give us as many alerts as possible. Visual and audio. Definitely a smart move. Fixes that don't really matter. I mean, they do, obviously. Fixed a contract that was bugging out. Fixed contract rewards dropping on the ground if your inventory was full. Fixed an issue of vehicle modules, where vehicle modules wouldn't highlight properly after a player had applied a customization variant. We'll see about that, like, immediately after I'm done reading this. An issue where positioning of a pentashield surface could overlap an existing pentashield surface. So does this mean people aren't going to be able to have just solid pentashield bases anymore? Because that was a little stupid. Fix an exploit where building a vehicle with items from another player's inventory. What? That sounds like someone hacking. That isn't an exploit. That was in-game. That's even worse. Oh boy, Funcom. Oh boy. Okay, well. We'll see how much better it is. I mean, that sucks that so many people lost their things. I mean, you shouldn't have a situation where it's like that, but I'm glad I'm in the practice of not leaving anything in the deep desert. Alright, let's see how the highlight looks. Oh my god, dude, yes. It's actually fixed. Oh, this is so much better. I can actually repair my things. Well, hey, they did something right. It's so much easier to get it highlighted. Dude. Oh, it was a nightmare before. That's not bad at all. That's great. Oh, wow. Okay. It's sad that I'm impressed that they actually fixed something. Sick. Gotta love when equipment's not working the way it's supposed to. Anywho. Got some more bodies to cook and then I'll dip my toes into the... eventually in the deep desert. Feel like I should do a little farm before I do that. Get some like more bodies to cook. All that jazz. And tomorrow, for the wipe, I don't know what the fuck they were thinking. Oh, we have a patch that completely dynamically changes the deep desert and where people are already set up. Even though it wipes tomorrow, let's go ahead and roll that out and completely fuck over the entire player base. What could go wrong? I did. You really want to, like, give them the benefit of the doubt with a lot of things, or at least I do, and they just continually shoot themselves in the foot. You can only defend their actions so much, you know? It be what it be. Grab some welding wire. So I'm sure I think my assault Thopter is kind of fucked up. Okay, maybe I don't have welding wire over here. Wait. Something I have still neglected to do is make my garment fabricator. I made like the one set of armor and it's still going strong, so. Wait, is the server, are the servers wiping? They should tomorrow, unless they, because the Coriolis storm hits every Tuesday for the deep desert. What up, Noon? It's just a lot of people are upset because they did some PvE and PvP location changes, and a lot of bases got wrecked because of it. Probably mine included. I haven't looked yet, but we're gonna go take a peep here in a minute. Apparently they moved a control point to like D6 or whatever it was, where a lot of people were camped out at because it was right next to Ringmouth. Okay. Good enough. Let's go get some bodies real quick. Ready to dive into this small patch. Yeah. I don't know why they don't roll out patches on Tuesdays or have the Coriolis storm hit on Mondays, though. It's really fucking stupid. Just bought the game yesterday. Only put in like 3 hours, still have no idea what's going on half the time. Fair enough. So Haga Basin doesn't get wiped, but the resources get jumbled around every week, and Deep Desert gets wiped in the PvP area. So Mr. Disembodied Head. Yep. Wearing my green hoodie today. This is not roasting. Excuse me, man, please. In my video about like how to make Deep Desert better, someone called it witchcraft. My floating head. Eek, I dare you. Okay, well, you win this time, NBC. That's embarrassing. Okay. You see the explosion hit the invisible hitbox of the environment? That's dumb. I don't want to talk about it. Don't need to talk about it. Man's dead now. I'm not even going back out to the deep desert until this is all sorted out. We lost all of the launch this morning, moving it back. Moving it back? What do you mean moving it back? Funcom fucked up big. I honestly kind of at a loss of words. Because it's monumentally dumb to roll out a patch when you have a system that fucking wipes everywhere. Why would you not have, why would you make your players complacent with a wipe and then be like, hey, this patch is going to completely fuck up all your bases? Whoopsies. Hee hee. Jesus, dude. So bad about the update. I'm confused. The update itself isn't bad, it's the timing of the update. Deep Desert wipes tomorrow, right? And then they put a control point, which becomes PvP, where everyone had their bases. So now a bunch of people lost all of their shit because they just kind of like low-key updated something that would dynamically shift where everybody had their bases built. And a bunch of people lost their stuff. Spice seems to be disappearing when moving or something. That's interesting. I think we moved our huge spice refinery before that update. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, if you have a wipe system in place, one would intuitively think you would align the wipe with patches, not roll out patches the day before wipe, giving people a false sense of security. I mean, it's so dumb. The patch itself is good. The patch is great. On paper. I haven't checked it out yet. But the timing was so beyond fucking dumb. It's so dumb. Like I said, it's got me at a loss of words. I can't even speak properly. It's so fucking stupid. Thought I just saw the Coriolis storm warning. Are they not wiping today? Depending where you are region-wise, it happens every Tuesday. 6 a.m. NA East, 3 a.m. NA West, and then it's, 6 a.m. wherever you happen to be in the world. Tier 6 resources now, right? Yeah. There's more sources for of nodes, and component drops are better allocated to what thing you're doing now. Like if you're going to a labs or a cave or whatever the fuck that means. They have more appropriate loot for the PvE areas as opposed to PvP and PvE having the exact same loot. You want to, like I said earlier in stream, I want to, step up to bat for the devs and be like, they got their plate full, and they have a lot they're working on, the game will be better, and then they do shit like this, and it's like, come on, guys, how stupid can you be? Showed 1 hour warning when I logged on. You're on the US West? And when did you log on? They shift the Coriolis storm? Or a ticket, but I wonder if they ever even respond to tickets. Depends on the ticket, I guess. Like 20 minutes ago. Are you sure it was a 1 hour warning? I just logged on. I haven't seen any warnings yet, so I don't know. And all the dusty storm shit isn't really here. My equipment's gonna be really fucking dumb today. Anyway. They need to roll everything back and just leave the desert for another week. Disagreed. There's no point in rolling everything back. What they need to do is align patches with the wipes. Like every other game that has a wipe system like that. I don't know about leaving it for another week. That seems a little unnecessary. Maybe roll it back and then have to delay the wipe a day, but not a whole last week. Got it on 3 hours ago and it said that in 4 hours a storm was coming? What the fuck?
Trespassing. This is Sandfly's territory.
I guess we'll see. What the hell? Alright, I have the dumb trooper shit. But we're gonna be getting class contracts done today anyway, so... You can't just put a rule set out there and then be like, never mind, we changed our mind with like no fucking warning. Like, no, bro, give me the blood. Give me the goddamn blood, thank you. Most of your rare items. Lost most of your rare items with really. Excuse me, I was running by you. Wow, that was some delay, dude. I pressed shift to sprint forward and like I pressed alt when I got stunned and then it did the little dash thing after the fact. Collecting blood. You don't think I'm doing both, you fucking dildo? You grow up and move on. Look at this backseating dildo over here, Jesus Christ. Grow up and don't sit there and try to dictate how someone fucking plays, you genius. God damn. That's 20k spies. On my way for more. Yeah, hopefully the game doesn't fuck you over like it has been for other people. Yeah, what everybody else says. Go melee build. You should do melee. You should use rear jet. Actually, it is pointless to use this or that thing. I don't fucking care, dude. I touch grass. Oh, what a cope response. Bro took the bait, hook, line, and sinker. We found the Redditor, guys. My goodness, dude. I hope you don't think you're cool for that, because that was really fucking dumb. Oh yeah, I forgot I switched the mine. Or the grenade. Still had the grav lift one on. Remember, chat, this is how he treats viewers? Yeah, viewers that come in and try to, like, what do you think is, what? No, this is how I treat people who just come, no, I'll let you try to redeem yourself, how about that? You ever think your approach isn't very good, you know? I don't have to be nice. If you're not going to come in and be nice, I don't have to be nice to you. It doesn't matter if I'm fucking streaming, you dildo. Jesus. Guild got so big now, we're bored. Need more content. Yeah, they need to add more contracts and dungeons and shit. You're not even suit too much. Well, we'll see what I haven't gotten the warning on the Coriolis storm. Oh shit. It looks like that really backfired on me, but wow, I can't even speak. I'm a little too distracted by the flames. Looked like that backfired on me, can't assume. God damn it. There we go. I guess he couldn't handle the heat they left. So much for a redemption arc. Yep. Moving on. Get my bodies and move on. Get more water cooking. I have like nearly 1k duraluminum, I think, so I'm probably good on that front. If they're gonna do a wipe on the deep desert today, I mean, that really, if they, well, I know one way to find out for sure. Fly out to the deep desert. It gives you like a timer as to when it actually happens, so that'll for sure let us know. Issue with being in a guild and running through everything. Now you're bored. Well, that's not the issue, bud. The issue is a lack thereof of endgame content for us. It's not... Okay. Fuck. Yeah, no, it's not running a... The irony of that comment, though, because, you know, endgame is supposed to be group-oriented. Did I boot him? Maybe. Yeah. I don't have the patience for that today. Yeah, come in here and be a sack. I'll throw you out. Simple as. Come in here. If you want to like debate a topic, I'm all for it, but it's a matter of approach. Tried to let them have a moment of redemption, and all they had was a poop emoji. Again, we found the Redditor, boys. It's your stream, your life. You don't need to explain. Oh, I know I don't need to explain. I'm just saying. No way, it's out there in the open and people can understand. I mean, it's like, yes, Saturday with that one guy that came in trying to say PvEers were the problem, not the balance of the game. It's also supposed to take a bit to get there. You get through the rest of the game a lot faster with a group. True. The basin is like built around not even, excuse me, I definitely grab bodies. Or not. I don't have room for body. No, I do. Gonna have to bribe some people to run with me. Yeah. That's kind of where I'm at. I'm trying to get all the stragglers that don't have a guild and put them together. Oh shit, I'm stuck in my fucking ship. What the hell is that? Oh my god, the collisions right now are driving me nuts. We need a skill to increase carry weight. You would think that would be a thing. You would think. I don't have any bandies. Oh, this is awkward. Even more awkward. I should probably make some bandies before I do anything else. Oh, never mind. Don't need to. Not right now, anyway. Yeah, it would be fitting under Trooper. No compatible container. Am I full? Oh, shit. When did that happen? They redid the skills in Conan. A lot, so there's hope. Well, I mean, there's even dialogue with the, which we'll probably see later today, that kind of hints that there are being more skills added later on, so there could be a possibility. Or even like a backpack or something, dude. Chest naming and vehicle naming. I hate going to organize through my loot and there's just, you know, 2 assault Thopters. I'm like, well, I hope this is the right one. I just saw that. Flaccid. What a fucking name. Flaccid Centaur. Looking for a guild. I've had some bad experiences with some roleplay guilds? For one, I can't even get into roleplay. People are crazy. Well, yeah, you don't have to tell me that twice. God damn. Yeah, that's wild though. That like usually the roleplay guilds are the more tame ones. It's usually the sweats that are the ones that are rough. Or are they role-playing Harkonnen or something? I'm oppressed in real life, so I shall do it in a video game to make myself better. Yeah, they were. I had one that wanted weekly tributes. My weekly tribute would be a blade of grass because I can't shit on their porch. What kind of silly ass nonsense is that? Tell me you're unemployed without telling me. That is a wild behavior to have. Rem kit would be super fitting on the backpack topic. Anything would be nice. But yeah, that's true. A lot of people were like, oh, we should have signs. I'm like, no. Please, no. I saw enough dicks drawn in Rust. I don't need to see that here, too. And that, you know, that is clearly the lighter end of things. That's what you would normally see in Rust. Fuck. Oh, they're all full. Sick. I done goofed. Well, I guess I didn't goof. I just have a lot more blood than that thing can handle. Okay. We got stuff and things. Our favorite. Slowly clearing out all my ammo that I've somehow accrued over time. I'm gonna go see where I deposit this. I just want to see what the timer is on the deep desert. 126. I gotta go depot that into the bank at some point. Holy shit. I've got grass spawned on my roof now. There was a giant granite rock, which is very confusing to me, because there's not anything, any sort of ground surface that is supposed to generate here. So how are they spawning the resources? Do they just fall from the sky and then sit where they land? What would even cause that? You would think the way it spawns is just, okay, here's a spot on the terrain, because, you know, mesh is made from vertices, creating quadrants or triangles. You would think they would allocate it to, like, a quadrant or a fucking vertice or something. Not just a literal, like... What was the guy's, like, salt baying resources out above everything? I get it. I might be a little sassy today too, I don't know. Maybe that's why my patience was so thin for that one guy. Hello? Oh, did I leave it down there? I must have left it downstairs. Did he ever... I'm working on it, man. Collecting blood and bodies first. Priorities. I'm about to run out here in a minute, though. Loading head and arms. But there's no arm here. Oh, fuck. All good, I'd step away. Yeah, I figured. Like I said, I'm a little sassy today, so don't mind me. Got for duraluminum gone. $1,800 cobalt paste, love to see it, and almost 1K duraluminum. That's hell yeah. All right, let's go check that timer. It's a Monday. Yeah, my ass woke up at 5:30. That was not happening. It was not a good start to the day. Let's go see what that Coriolis Storm timer is. Get this sorted. I'll find it pretty funny if my base is still standing. Been at it since 4:45. Jeez, dude. My sleep schedule has been all over the place, especially after the 4th. I might just name the guild a curmudgeon. The curmudgeons or something like that. Sand curmudgeons. So I am a grumpy old man, even though I'm only 30. But yeah. It's all because that neighbor screaming Yahoo for I cannot believe it was every minute on the minute for half an hour screaming Yahoo at 1 in the morning. Like, I get you're having a good time with 4th of July and all that, but that is just... It was funny for like the first 5 minutes, and then after that I'm like, holy fucking shit, dude. Can your throat withstand that for any longer? What? So is a storm happening right now? Huh? There's no timer. Do I dare enter? Yeah, but usually it says, like, am I tripping? I could swear it says, like, happens in X amount of days and... Am I crazy? I could have sworn it says, like, X amount of days when you enter. Oh, apparently I've killed 500 sandflies. There's no storm. Oh my god, it's gone global. Try and log out. We'll show the timer. Oh, that's true. Oh yeah, 11 hours. You're right. Okay, yeah, so the storm starts in 30, but the apex of it happens in 12 hours. It's gonna be when servers restart approximately. It's been a weird bug. Definitely said something this morning. Interesting. No shot. Okay, no, we gotta go look. My base is still there. What? I would have figured it would have been hit by now. Just out of some sort of pettiness or something. Or maybe it has been, I don't know, maybe there's not a whole lot in there still. About to find out, though. From what I've heard, the island's been wiped by a certain group, so we'll see how bad it is over there. Maybe, maybe not. So, supposedly, there's to be more nodes. I guess I can check that one map. There's supposed to be more nodes with titanium and stravidium, and there's supposed to be better loot drops in the various point of interest. Or better allocated loot drops, whatever the fuck that means. And like a randomization thing added into the loot. The loot timer, rather. Which I think is good. That way it's not like, oh, every 45 minutes you can go camp this thing. Or however long the respawn timer was. Never seen you, but it's such a poor use of PTR by any studio. Man. And natural, there's just a bunch of shit talking global. So it's no longer 45 minutes on reset for testing stations, chest. It's kind of whack. No, there's... They were vague with it, probably to avoid people camping it within a certain parameter, but I'd imagine the cap is still 45 minutes. I'm just speculating, of course, but I imagine the cap is still 45 minutes, and then there's like a randomized number below that it bounces between. So it could be 20 minutes, could be 45 minutes, could be 30, to prevent guilds camping these testing stations. Storm's a long process, just starts before 16 hours. Yeah, but some people, it says like the apex of the storm is coming like... Oh. Oh. Oh, fuck, dude. Oh, that's really funny. My face is the only one untouched. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and land in there. Well, I have batteries, which, you know, is useful. Lots of batteries. What the fuck? Why am I unscathed? Dude, feels bad for this entire island. You guys remember how many buildings were out here, dude? Holy shit. And there were some chill dudes out here, and they all just got fucking wiped. That's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. If you want to camp it, you gotta stay logged in at the chest. I heard that they had like a thing to mitigate that though, like the loot timer wouldn't start until like after you left, or was that just people like blowing smoke as people do? Well, in this case, I think I might move my stuff. I'm not gonna like break things down, but I am gonna like grab the stuff that I have in my chests at the very least. Oh, I have more out here than I realized. Whoops. Silly me. I don't think I have anything else though. Jump, jumpy. Doesn't it usually only do... Oh, maybe there was a shipwreck there. I guess that's the nice thing about having an open roof like that. You can see what abysmal loot's in there. This PvP border thing's insane. Oh, there it goes. So it's 5 seconds to change in, but you're vulnerable for 30 seconds. I don't disagree with it. I think it's a good change. I can't even get the weather right. I wonder if the patch messed up the player count today. Well, apparently the game's being review bombed and Discord's blowing up, so, you know. Take that for what it is. When I looked, I was in the midst of, like, writing up a script and getting ready to do up a video. And then I saw the patch update, and I was like, huh. Look over at player count, 80K. I'm like, that's not good. I'll take a look again here, actually. See what the player count's like. Let's see here. Oh, that's not good. 74K right now. What do I think of the patch? I think the patch is great on paper so far. I haven't been able to explore everything, but I think it's a good move. They really need to sync up patches with wipes. They're already shutting down the servers for the storm. Why not roll out the patch at the same time? You know, to avoid situations like what everybody's dealing with today. They're just asking to, like, they literally are shooting themselves in the foot. The patch in and of itself, good move. Making resources more available and components more available throughout the area. Even the 30-second timer, I'm more on board with, because it helps mitigate people just camping the PvP line and bouncing back and forth to cause constant traffic and attack. Appreciate the follow. It was down an hour and a half. $5K people less than last Monday peak. Yeah, I wonder why that is. I think they patch when their team's at the office on a clock. Yeah, but it wouldn't be hard. I mean, it's really dumb to do that. Every other game that is a PvPvE system with full loot and has wipes and building, etc., they roll out patches with the updates, or patches with the wipes. It's not hard to be like, okay, let's put this on a timer. So dumb. They need to wait, taking down servers and do the patches them as they... Yeah, no, it definitely breaks. It just makes no sense to roll out a patch a day before wipe, you know? You set up a rules system in place for your players, get them into a point of complacency because they're like, oh, this is the rules that the developers have put into place. I should be able to abide and rely on this. And then the devs are like, huh, just kidding. Surprise, motherfucker. Player retention, what's that? Raiders don't look up, apparently? What makes you say that? Lost a lot of stuff in my character. Inventory dies hours later. All came back, so weird. Yeah, I mean, I've had situations where inventory disappears and then I relog and boom, it's there. So, beats me, man. The PvP area was a mistake and it'll be fixed with the storm. Where did you see that? That's such a... God, these guys make my head hurt sometimes. Yeah, it's in the Discord. I kind of want to see that. If that was... That is a really big fuck up. So how are they going to fix it with the storm other than, you know, oh, sorry guys, our bad. Well, the wipe's tomorrow anyway. That's not fixing it. They gotta figure out how to, like, reimburse the shit that players lost. Buggy but addictive game, still can't come off it. I mean, yeah, look at me, I'm still here. But holy shit. Known issues? Okay. Yeah, I was just about to click on that. Okay, let's look at the known issues, guys. Hot issues. Currently investigating or working out solutions for the following emergent issues. More Thopter inventory may become invisible or disappear when traveling between the deep desert and Haga Basin. This is most commonly reported as a loss of spice or plastinium, also found in vehicles section of this channel. Interesting. PvP control points were erroneously added to some PvE sectors of deep desert, resulting in the bases becoming vulnerable to PvP. Some sleepers report connection issues with the error H74 and unable to progress past a loading screen in some, but not all cases. This may be caused by an outdated game client and may be resolved by ensuring Steam updates. Dune Awakening to the latest version, which they did put out a disclaimer when they rolled out the hotfix. They're like, there should be a client-side update and refresh Steam if you don't see it. So this post is mirrored near the top of the first post of this channel, but also temporarily added for you for more. What do you mean the first post at the top of this channel? That is so fucking high up. They're so they're not they're all they did. Wow. Okay. They're just like, oh, yep. Sorry, guys. We're aware of all this. Looks like you'll have to farm more resources. So let's see if any of my stuff disappeared in that trip. Nope, because none of it was plastinium or spice. And to top all this off, they have an extremely bad hacking issue right now. We're in deep desert alpha test. I mean, yeah, but holy shit. Maybe they should advertise it as such. God damn, dude. That is brutal. Ridiculous, man. Okay, well, I'm just gonna depot a lot of this stuff. I'm just dumping everything into this big ass box for now. Wow. Again, I'm at a loss of words, dude. That is... Dude, I thought the shit that Star Citizen rolled out with their patches and updates, I was like, wow, this is really dumb. What were they thinking? Dude, Funcom takes the cake, man. It's like they've never touched a game before in their lives. I don't know what they are thinking. Just did Struvidium and Titanium run. Nothing happened. But others might have problems as reported. Yeah, it's... How did they word it? Yeah, no, they didn't even say it's like a how do they word it? I forget how they word it. Where it's like it's a happens to some people, not everybody. I can't remember the exact wording that you typically use for that, but I mean, at least you had better luck than others. Great base location, thank you. It was a nightmare to set up. It really sucked, but we got it situated eventually. And it was expensive because I was figuring out the vertical claim system, and that's a whole nother fucking tangent. The vertical claim system in this game is such ass. But, you know, you can work with it. Which doesn't mean it was very well put together. Going for a second to last run before bed. Well, hopefully nothing disappears from your inventory, man. Apparently that's just a thing right now. Should be fixed with the storm, I guess. That's just insane, dude. Okay, I need to do stuff and things. Oh fuck, I did the have to do a tractor fields? Are you fucking kidding me? This is what I hate about leveling a unlocking capstones is really fucking annoying in this game. Oh, you have to allocate your skills way up into that specific skill tree and use the abilities to unlock further in the contract. So then you're likely going to have to respec multiple times. If you're like me and dumb enough to wait till... I mean, like, even then, if you're like, okay, I'd like to unlock everything with, like, NTAT and Trooper, you're likely respecing multiple times. Two days cooldown on respec. Why I don't get it. 2 days is excessive. I think 1 day would be fine. You lose a skill point when you respec still? I thought they fixed that. I was like 90% sure they fixed that. Fuck if I know, dude. If that's the case, am I just gonna be short skill points? I guess we'll find out when I go to respec again. God, that is fucking irritating. Very frustrating. They claim they fixed it. I'm still lacking 1 after 2 respecs. Are they not reimbursing the respec, the point? Well, positivity wouldn't hurt around here. You want me to put up a front guy? Is that what you're... what? Oh, the devs are doing really stupid stuff and fucking over their player base, but it's okay, guys. The game's still great. No, I'm not gonna do that, bud. Like, I tried to step up to bat for these devs multiple times, but then, like, with this recent patch and the shit that they're not fixing, it's like, how am I able? Capstone quests suck. They really fucking do. It's really annoying. There's so many oversights and, like, I don't know, man. I love the game, but holy shit. It'll get better. Yeah, soon. TM. Eventually. I mean, to play devil's advocate for the devs.
They have a lot of shit to fix and a lot of content they need to add. And they also have a lot of hackers to deal with right now. So their plate's really full. But it's rough until they get to that stuff. 175, but after respec, I got 174 skill points. No starting skill. How many skill points are you supposed to have in total once you're at max level? Is it just a skill point every time you level? Is that it? Let me see. A level is equal to... Okay. Well, if that's the case... I have no idea. But well, I'm gonna be respecing, what was it, tomorrow? At some point? Tomorrow night. Well, maybe, well, I guess I won't be respecing tomorrow. Until like 10 p.m. God, that's annoying. Well, bandies. And get something productive done. Yeah, fuck it, let's go make 27 of these. I'll need them. When you respec, you should get 165. Plus one chosen starter of your chosen class. Oh, okay. So in my case, there should be one for Mentat. Okay. I think I'm good then? I don't know. Maybe not. I don't even know how many times I've respec'd at this point. A handful of times. I know that much. Actually, I'm gonna leave that aluminum there. Just because I'll... Why do I have... Okay, you know, maybe I should cook the rest of this ore. That way I have less stuff taking up room in my chests. Alright.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is
Well,
approaching.
that's not ideal, is it? Alright, we got 20 bandies. Water, got ammo, fuel cells, everything, so I think I'm good. I'll just take the scout out. Go see what the loot pools are like out there. Apparently that's been improved, allegedly. See how much of an improvement that is. What a fumble, dude. Here's some positivity. Look at this guy's base. I'm impressed on base location. Man actually made it work. Even built a little, like, sky bridge. A sky bridge built on a toothpick. That does not look structurally sound by any means. It's functional though, and that's what matters.
guys play Planside too. You should check out my my video on the problem with, not to shill my shit, but the problem with endgame and how to improve it, because that's kind of something I touch base on in that video. With them having more faction-oriented PvP and making control points actually serve more of a purpose other than just land strat. Like the guild, whoever takes over said control point gets a tax of resources that happens to be farmed in that sector, giving incentive for guilds to protect the small guys. I'm gonna hit C7 first, and then I'll go to the E2 location. Go from there. I think the patch itself is great. I'm even on board with, like, I know, like, when I saw the 30-second timer, I was like, ooh. A lot of people are gonna be upset with that. But their reasoning for doing so makes a lot of sense. So even though it was like a bit of a cushion for PvE players or people that aren't PvP sweats, it was also something that could easily be exploited, for lack of a better way of putting it, by PvP players. Engage in a little bit of fight just on the other side of the line. When it gets out of hand, dip over onto the other side and not take damage. But meanwhile, the person that's still in the PvP zone can take damage. That's not okay. So the 30-second timer makes sense to me. It means you gotta make your base not right on the edge, like a lot of people were doing. I still... oh, that's a checkpoint. If only they could fix that little bit of stutter that happens going between sectors. It's not terrible, but that desync do be evident. See if it, what the timer's like if you just happen to fly over the control point. Yep, so you gotta be real careful where you fly over. I'm still vulnerable now. That's kinda stuck to get adjusted to, but at the end of the day, I think it's good for balance. Inventory's not empty, but I leave in there. Oh. Shit. Why did it not take the already partially drained one? My base isn't too far, I'll just go drop it off. Even though it's in a PvP area. What? No, control points are supposed to be in the PvE areas, even when they added that update. Oh, whoa. Hey, they put little green markers on the UI. When did that happen? Or, no, never mind. That's bugged from me trying to pack up my Thopter. That actually would be kind of nice for aiming. Anyway, when they updated the Deep Desert, they said control points will still be PvP, but not in PvP areas, but still be PvP, like hot pockets, little zones. Because, you know, you have to have something for the guilds and houses to fight over and be able to fight over. I want this game to thrive, but find very little joy in endgame, sadly. And that's understandable. I just like to give them time. We got a lot to fix, so endgame will be good. Eventually. They at least acknowledge the shortcomings and are like, yeah, we'll address that. And even in, like, it's been out a month and they've added positive, regardless of what a lot of people say, positive changes to Deep Desert. The control points are useless though. I mean, they're kind of for land strat, are they not? I mean, I'm not saying there's a whole lot of purpose to control points and land strat. That is very lackluster in that. But that's another thing I addressed in that video I made, saying here's how to fix endgame. Biggest concern is that, well, you gotta... Oh. Sure, there's nothing addressing hacking, but, I mean, that just means they haven't figured it out yet. And you also gotta figure, sure, they might have, like, 400 people working on it, but there's, you know, only X amount of people actually working on those specific things. So it could be like a team of like 10 working on the hacking. That shit's gonna take time because you have to find the back doors to the back doors to the back doors that these people are using. So, I think out of everything, like, trying to fix the hacking issue is gonna be a much bigger task than just going, okay, we made this slight minor change in something that we already have in our hands coding-wise. You know? I mean, it sucks that there's a big hacking issue in the game, but I understand why it's not rapidly being fixed, especially since it's only been out a month. But it is what it is. But it's not super abundant in my server. There's hacking in my server, but nothing crazy. Well, at least these bases are fine. WoW's 11 years old, and there's still hackers to this day? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's just gonna be a never-ending war that they have. So, like, I definitely don't fault them for, like, trying to focus on the core of the game. Or at least it feels like they're focusing on that more, but I'm sure they're addressing the hacking at the same time. It's just easily approached. More reachable to address the core mechanics of their own game. It's also a balance on how quick you tend to fix that between getting access to cheat, getting a proper fix, getting them all in a swoop. Right, you don't want to be like, oh, there's a cheater, hit him with a hammer. Here I'm playing a game of whack-a-mole instead of just being like, yes, do all this bullshit. Nuke? A nuke is a lot more effective than a hammer. So, it's gonna be a little rough dealing with it in the meantime, but hacking in WoW nowadays is very rare. People bot like crazy in WoW. Players quick to ban for hacking. Yeah, but they've been
established for how many decades with that? And they have like in-game stuff that they do to address the bots as well. What about a really, really big hammer? Well, I guess one could say a nuke is a really big hammer. This game's stolen my life. 240 hours no sign of slowing down. I mean, that's good. I mean, I feel the same way to a degree. Like, I adore this game, but I also very much clearly see why there's been a drop-off of half of the concurrent players that we started with. Gum's just bad for dealing with hackers. And their past games show, yep. That's the other thing we have to be aware of. I mean, of all the games that hack, too, it just feels so silly to sit here and try to cheat in a game like this. Especially when I see clips of the hacking, it's usually against NPCs. I mean, it does happen to players, but I see them... Oh shit, we actually have NPCs here. Oh shit. I can actually fight NPCs in the thing. It's usually cleared out by the time I get here. Like, thank you, bud. You enjoy the rest of your day or evening, whatever it happens to be for you. I already miss my birthday. How is that explosion not going to do a staggered? Maybe that makes sense, dude. But my disruptor pistol will stagger them. Big explosion? Eat those. You would think that would give them a stagger, right? There we go. Did you run the 1v1 or did you lose that 1v1? I put up a short of it. I lost that 1v1. My build is not set up for it because I'm trying to progress the capstone stuff. You have to like keep respecking your shit that's focus that one class in order to actually get capstones unlocked. And it's really annoying. So my build is dog shit right now. Unbelievable, I know. Well, you should know by now, I'm not good at PvP depending on what it is. I mean, I'm great at, man, my brain is fried today, the finals, but I haven't had a lot of opportunity in this yet. So they don't really give you good opportunity to do PvP. I dusted you in Destiny. Don't lie to me. That is objectively false, and we both know that. I just gave you something to have a nuisance with. That's all that happened when we PvP'd in that. Where'd they go? Oh, yeah, I'm blind. Okay, what kind of dumbass design is that, Funcom? Oh, I want to hide behind this corner and charge up my pistol, but I can't charge it up if I'm up against a wall. Like, I can't charge it up right now. How does that make sense? Oh, but now I'm vulnerable.
So now I can charge over the shot. That is bad. Just gonna go hide down here. Has ranged build. Hit him with a blade. Use melee. Use melee. You're not using the build that I think you should use. Use the same build everyone else knows. They don't even have shields up, buddy. What's the point? I even showed that I'm like working towards the capstone. The capstone for soldier. Well, that guy's not close. Where's your great sword and plate armor? You're not. Nope. It's not. It's funny to me how many people are like, oh, melee is clearly the only build you could possibly do in this game. 'Cause I min-max everything. Wasn't there not? Oh, there you are. Games are meant to be played and not for meta. I agree. I think the sniper's fun, but I want that 5-finger gun, that triple shot. I believe does poison damage as well. That's the gun I want, but I've yet to come across it as loot. I don't think it's in the pool right now. Spies melee, but ranged is 10 times harder to play. Well, yeah, I mean, like, that fits into the lore of the game, you know? Like, of course, the game, just the Dune universe. That doesn't mean a ranged build can't be done. A ranged build is definitely more suitable in testing labs, though. That is for sure. Or not ranged, a melee build. You getting Sheol, the T5 version? Oh, maybe I should be hitting that up. I don't know, the idea of just running the same testing stations and static shipwrecks is so boring to me. I wish there was a better system in place to get these schematics. God damn, dude, I get the same thing every time. I think that's like the 3rd or 4th Idaho's charge I gotten. Were they? So what did they mean? Hold up. What did they mean? Both rifles from Sheol. Ace got both on mine. Get a good. Well, I'm not going to use drill shot, unfortunately. Not a fan of the drill shot. That's just my preference. All that. What? Am I tripping? Patch notes, there we go. I want to read again what they said, so I can have some, like, further clarification on, like, what they meant by loopholes here. We added an element of randomization to respawn timer of unique loot containers in the desert. Plastanium tier crafting components were split up to drop based on the content location. What does that even mean? So it's saying, like, I'd only get advanced servox and particle capacitors from this? And, like, the other stuff has to be procured from different areas, I'm guessing? I don't know. Do you have to gather all your week's Landstride rewards every week? Okay, I have no idea. I haven't messed around with Landstride at all. Random loot pools across ships and testing stations rather than target farms. Yeah, that would be nice. I hate that it's like, oh, this schematic is in the pool for this week. Why not just randomize it, bro? It makes no sense to, like you said, target farms is a dumb approach in my opinion. Five-finger triple shot in the shipwreck and shale. I might have to go do that then. I mean, the loot that I just got did not feel worth whatsoever. I mean, like, sure, maybe for the armor, but... I guess we could see what's in a cave. Is there a cave nearby? Wouldn't you like to know? Apparently there's 2 caves here. There must be a cave over here, I guess. What about this one? Nope. You mean question mark? What? Because I just didn't probe it. There's gotta be a cave at that landmass. Didn't mean to backs. Yeah, no, you're good. Or London Alley reference. Okay. Sure. No, my lashing out on that is just me becoming jaded of every person coming and be like, you should be doing... I'm gonna go get that spice now. Hopefully. I think it's just a small one. And it's close by, so hopefully I can snag it. But it's in a PvE zone, so I can't fight over it. Disappointing. Every little grain counts, boy. Item pools in because longevity of the game is spread out loot equal longer gameplay and devs and minds. I mean, yeah, I figure that's the case too, but it just... It's a give and take situation because it also kind of takes a step forward with one foot and then cuts the other one off as you take that step. If that makes sense. Because then it's like, oh, okay, I have a bunch of these schematics farmed up. Now I have no reason to go in there. I guess they're not gonna land for it. Fine with me, bud. bugged out anyway. Fucking stupid. That's incredible. Oh, just spice, man. Oh, there we go. I feel like no one's gonna agree. Well, the PvPers will agree with this, but I feel like the little spice spots should just generate a little PvP area in that PvE zone. You know what they should do to make spice a little easier for people, since so many people are going to be running over to try to split whatever spice it generates in Haga Basin? Put out medium blows out there, dude. Don't just have small, put some medium blows out there. And leave, like, medium and ringmouth blows for this region. God, dude. Collisions in this sometimes. What happened to the worms hanging around, man? Worms hang around recently harvested spice fields. Oh, there it is. I feel like the worms are kind of a joke once you get used to their mechanics. They're so easily avoided. They need to make a well, in like some instances you do spawn on top of your Thopter. Yeah, I agree. I wish it was more consistent. Much rather just spawn on top of the Thopter than that glitchy nonsense. Tested about 5 fingers though. Its listed damage is split between all 3 projectiles, so it's literally a shotgun 1 pellet is 1/3 of total. But it doesn't fire like a shotgun though. And how big's your mag with the 5 finger? I think if you get out before landing gear comes out, it puts you on top. Trying to figure out the spot. Nope. Maybe I did it wrong. Maybe I get out like a little higher up. Oh, you're right. You're right. That's the move. But if you get out as they come out, it dumps you out the back end. You got 100 IQ over here. 100. I just insulted the man. 500 IQ over here. Okay, now we know a trick with it at least. It's a 9 in the mag. Does it count like each projectile as a bullet in the mag? Or is it like 9 bursts? So 3 shot. So, okay, so you only get 3 shots. That's... Lovely. Okay. What does it count as? Is it counted as a rifle, or is it is it classified as a shotgun or whatever they call it in this game?
So it's a rifle. Okay, good. That's all that matters. And I assume the range is better than a drill. Better than a drill shot. I want to see if I can snag that, the 5-finger thing. The range is way better. That's what I figured. Sometimes they're smoking serious spice. Yeah, they have to be to roll out a patch of day before a wipe. I'm not gonna let that one up, man. It is so beyond dumb that they did that. Makes me just want to build my base out here by the shield wall at this. Oh, but the hacking is really heavy by the shield wall. Maybe not on my server, but definitely more evident. Does a lot of poison most of the time. You just fall over from it. I haven't seen too many people use it in PvP. But then again, I see everyone using melee builds for PvP. Which is part of the reason why I'm like, I don't want to do a melee build. I feel like most of the time anyway, when I'm going to want to do PvP, it's going to be at a spice field, not in a testing station. So I'm not going to trip about being close range, because the one thing that fights well against someone with a melee build is someone that has like a heavy trooper build with the suspensor stuff. Shield wall is a much more logical place for a base than mini island strip wall. True. 5 fingers at 10 to 15 meters, you'll hit 2 projectiles at most. We'll see about that. As good as you kind of force them to heal with the tick from the poison. That's what I figured. Like, the 5-finger would be good for like a mid-ranged build. Well, with a little bit of melee, a little bit of ranged. Prominently in ranged for me. It's cone spread in 3 shots. Well, hopefully I find a schematic. Well, I guess I can go check the auction house. See if anyone's selling it. Get Osiris to ride on top of your Thopter with a las gun, DIY turret for spice field. I mean, that is kind of true. That what up, guy? You're late? Nah, you're fine. I was moderately early with the stream. But that is kind of true. Like, you can kind of DIY a spine turret on the assault Thopter, like I was suggesting they need to do. Adept triple shot in the auction house? Well, depending on your server. In PvP I use range, but skills is for melee because all players are rushing you. I can see that, but with like the skills I want to run, I'm gonna have a gravity field, and then once I get it actually unlocked, I'm gonna allocate the suspensor blast where Assault Seeker is. That way I can mitigate people rushing me. It's wrongly named in the auction house. Hey. What the fuck? Alright, well that's good to know. Really want to try this Idaho's charge thing. I wonder if I have the stuff to make it. Let's take a look after I depot stuff.
depoted a lot more than I expected to depot into there. Suspensor Blast is a must-have. Defend yourself in melee. That's what I was thinking, man. It looks good, too. The stagger on it's wild. Showing me the spot. Yeah. Do this every stream, I feel like. So there's Mesa Trill, right? Where the electric worm is. Go directly north of that. Like almost exactly north. You'll see Shaitan's Respite. It's the spire just next to it to the leftish, like northwest of it. And if you're coming in, this is the route that I take for my buggy, but there's the crossroads here. There's a cave right here that cuts up and through and pops out, and then you can drive up and around. There's a ramp that goes right down to here, and then you cut up this way, and then I think it's this rock formation. You can drive up a ramp and drive up to where my base is. Good location for sure. I love it. I only got 3K from that. Okay. Yeah, I'll do like a little drive-by on my way out. That way you can see what I'm talking about. Oh, I'm a dingus. I can't make the Idaho's charge. Anyone guess why? Shit. Yeah, I really need to farm up more schematics for tier 5. What is this crown? Oh, that's like whoever is talking the most, I guess. I don't know. It's like a weird like top chatters thing that YouTube does. Whoever's engaging more in the stream, I suppose. I really like that spot. I hope there's no one there on the world. Okay, this whole region is just no one wants to touch it, dude. There are literally 2 bases out here, mine included. You're more than likely fine. I'll even show the other base, but this is the outside. When there's build block below it, so when you set up, you're gonna want to throw down a sub-thief, build foundation blocks, destroy it, set another one, and then just kind of try to get the right height for it. I did the expensive way, so tried to avoid that. But yeah. And I have 2 vertical, 5 lateral. Build zone goes up at least like a foundation block high to the top of this. And then here is my garage entrance for my buggy. And that just, you know, that pops out through to where the wind turbines are. But this is the ramp that I drive up. Go up this little bit through here. And then when I pulled in, there's the power plant. There's a ramp right here to the left of it. And when you go through that cave, you'll hang hard right, do some like, you know, some like rock climbing with your buggy a little bit. And then you can just drive down that. Super nice, because in the back, that direction, there's a ramp that goes up into where all the aluminum is. And then I could just drive out this way. And I just drive off the cliff when I'm leaving, but when you come through the cave, you pop out like right there where that rubble is. A lot bigger, yeah. It's a little misleading considering I'm solo. Yeah, the cave's right here. That's how I get in and out. Well, in with the buggy in and drive off the cliff when I'm going out. It's nice for jasmium runs and aluminum. I'm gonna go take a gander at the auction house though. See what sort of tier 5 schematics I can pull. I need to go grab my money. I almost forgot. Just build where you want. Just watch out for a yeah. You can definitely just build where you want. But if you're trying to like min-max travel time, it's best to just build in the Verm Gap where everybody is built at, so good luck with that. Might make this like a little landing zone, I don't know. Still working on the base. It's far from complete. It's functional and that is about it. Looks wise, it is a glorified box. I don't think I'll be able to get much with 130k, but we'll try. At the very least, I'll depot. Oh yeah, what's my tax this wipe? The D6 incident's called D6 Day. That's hilarious. I love that. Oh right, it's a 2-week cycle for taxes. Silly me. I don't even know what day of the week it is. Still kind of bummed for your D6 base. I even don't care about the last batch, but the medium refinery, yeah. Yeah. I was very fortunate. Someone, I won't say who, but someone decided to roll through and completely wipe out my island of everything except for my base. My base is the only base standing on the D6 island. Everybody knows who it was because, you know, logs, so thankfully I won't be blamed, but it's so funny to me. Talk about streamer privilege. I think people would hate me for that in and of itself, but I didn't have shit in there anyway. No refineries, no fabricators, just boxes. And I emptied all the boxes for the most part before at the end of the night is Saturday. It says make Arrakis green again, radicals. That's what it was. Quit building on the rock where we could potentially be growing grass. Yeah, with PvP and PvE players changing over back and forth. This, oh my god. Grab rad suit, man. 5-finger drops and shit. Oh yeah, I know. I'm not doing that just yet. I'm dropping by the city real quick to check out the auction house and make my money. Then I will drop by the base to grab a rad suit and pop into Shale. However it's pronounced. Shale, whatever. I'm American, I never pronounce anything right. If it drops in ships, it drops on PvP Harkonnen stations. Oh, so the Harkonnen stations have same loot pools as the static ships. So like Bears, I don't even remember the name of it. It's the one up on the cliff face in Uram, and the one that's on the edge of Shale. Might be mistaken. I guess we about to find out. So I'll hit those on the way out there. I mean, obviously I won't be able to get the exact same things, but damn it, dude. Hit my Neanderthal brows. They do some finger painting on my glasses and get oil on it, and it's really annoying. Although my eyebrows are great for sun, because then I just have to be like this and I have automatic shading over my eyes. So I have fucking shelf eyebrows. Lots of muscle there for no reason. Seriously still smudged. No, I'm just tripping. It's funny, before I was like, I don't feel like I need glasses that much. And even after I got them, I'm like, I don't feel like it's that much of an improvement. Now having them for like over a month, I'm like, holy shit. My eyesight was worse than I realized. My eyesight's not that bad, but...
Welcome. Would you like to deposit or withdraw Solaris?
I love how this guy talks, and it's the highlight of coming to the bank. Awesome brows, dude. Not gay. Okay. It doesn't have the same loopholes as the load of gas. Okay. Well, I guess you don't remember correctly, guy. Rip.
How much Solaris would you like to deposit?
I love this guy so much. It's so good. Alright. Auction house is in here. Okay. Weapons, rifles, That's not it, is it? Holy shit, there's a lot in here. There's All's Companion. A lot of the furrows in here. 50k. Wow, people really like that weapon. I mean, it's good, but 30k for a tapper, bro? You're delusional. That's not even like... Okay. So I'm currently playing Stalker Gamma. I'm no surprise here, man. The 5 finger. Oh, 5 fingers. Well. Oh, blueprints? Do they have a different section for blueprints? Am I not seeing it? Oh, unique schematics. Yeah, I'm blind as shit. It's that good that no one wants to give them away? Yeah, apparently. How do they organize this? Am I gonna... Okay. Shower filter... I don't see it. Go to the weapons category. Oh, I see. I'm dumb. Don't mind me, guys. There's a reason why I've created a smooth brain emote. Unfortunately, just on Twitch. I don't think I can even put like custom emotes on YouTube. They really need to do that. And I don't see it here either. Firestorm. That sounds cool, but it's probably ass. Adept triple shot repeating rifle. The schematic has a different name. Oh, this is it? Wow, guys, wow. Oh, it's so funny. Oh, it's being sold. There's only one here. I've got... Fuck it. Buy it. Someone just made money off me. Wow. It'll call it 5 fingers after I learn it? Okay. With the way I know scope, I'll like it. Yeah, I'm real bad about that. Well, it was mostly because of the sniper rifle. The way it is, it wasn't worth, like, zooming in. I'm not one to use sniper rifles and shooters anyhow, so... Oh, does it just deposit it in the bank?
Welcome. Would you like to deposit or withdraw Solaris?
Claim it? Where do I claim it? Can I not claim it? Oh. Purchased. Ah, I see. Yeah, I really tried to sell some shit in here. It did not work. That was like week 1 of the game being out when I tried to do that. Okay, now I have it. And now I shall research it. Now I can go make it. Can you tell I've never dealt with the auction house? Go play with my new toy. And then see if I can go find more schematics of it. Took me a minute too. Yeah, well, it's almost like they don't explain things in this. We're on base in Haga. So wait, you bought it, went all the way back to your base in Haga, and we're like, where the fuck was it? Oh, yeah, okay, that sucks. Yesterday, dudes tried to third-party our sparring fest, and he had a bunch of... just ran away, because it's like a truck. What did all the spectators just unload on them? So who's dumb? Hey man, I'm streaming it. The only reason I figured it out was because you guys told me. I'm definitely the dingus here. I'm excited to play with the new toy. We'll see if I can farm more schematics for it. Although the durability on it should last a while for me. Still. All the more reason I need to get that the skill points for negating durability loss when using it. The uniques usually last ages, dude, so I'm not too worried about it. Went all the way to Haka and like, hey, what the fuck? Where's my new sword? You had you had no ornithopter, so you had to taxi back over, dude. Scopes seem rare. It's not often on the auction. What do you mean scope? I want to promote the game, but they just dropped a patch for Gamma. And the game looks suddenly like it was made 2 years ago. So improved. Or worse. Isn't that your pistol? Or use the adept? I have the adept disruptor. Oh, yep. Look at that 5-finger. Is that heavy dart? Damn, 271, dude. That was brutal. Hugely improved. Oh, nice. Well, that's good, man. It's good that I got a graphic overhaul. There's a named pistol called Scope. And you think it's a disruptor? Oh, okay. I'm assuming that's tier 6. If that's the case, that's more than likely why I'm not familiar. I don't have tier 6 anything. Oh boy. I did not want to do that. Put up Soul. Oh, this broke almost half of the first best. I was cleaning waves in one testing station, deep desert. Is it because you were going down a lot? Or what's the dirt? Oh. Okay, you know what? Yeah, I didn't realize how low the durability on my sniper was. Okay, time to don the rad suit. That stuff needs a repair, goddamn, look at all that. That's a lot of damage. Oh, it just auto. Okay. We're good. Aim to hope for the best for loot. And try out earlier stream? Yeah, a little bit. I wasn't doing anything, so I figured why not. Oh, it's Cope, not Cope is a much funnier name. Tier 5? Oh, okay. I haven't come across that at all. I also haven't, like, binged grind the point of interest for schematics, because I find that to be kind of tedious and boring, being completely honest. Duraluminum pistol that drops from aero testing stations in deep desert? Oh, okay. Good to know. I understand why they did an auto landing thing, but sometimes I wish it just was not a thing. Has this been ransacked already? Kinda? Oh, inventory's not. What do you mean inventory's not empty? Oh shit, my spice is still in there. Whoops. I'm gonna be very selective with what I grab from this. As in, grab everything. Okay, nope. Oh, I forgot it does that. Jesus Christ. Congratulations in this, bro, I swear. Auger ships are instanced. Are they? So I feel like I've come across ones that were... I don't know, maybe they are. I don't know. I assumed not because they were spawned in, but... You know, like, otherwise spice fields would be instanced in Auger Basin. Cope's good damage, but slow to reload. It drives me crazy. I think Cope would be a good... That name drives me... It's so funny. But I think it would be a good combo if you used... because there's a skill... I want to say it's in... Trooper? I think? Trooper or Mentat. Where you can auto-reload by using, like, a grenade or mine or something like that. And then, you know, also have another type of gun on you. That would definitely be a useful thing to have, to say the least. Very good thing to pull out and just truck a bunch of ranged players. You need, oh yeah, you need to be spiced for reloads. Well, I mean, anytime you're using, I feel like the only time you really need to be spiced up is in PvP, from what I've noticed anyway. Excuse me? Not tripping. 187 in here. Definitely thought I had more spice than that. What the fuck? 380 something? Didn't I not have? Oh, maybe it did the thing. Oh, nope. Just an idiot. I forgot to pull it out of my Thopter. What have they added in the update? Yeah, well, there's the D6 day bullshit, but that was apparently a mistake. They accidentally made D6 a control point, and so the island of bases became a PvP zone. They made more spawns of titanium and strontium in the PvE section, as well as adjusting loot tables to be better allocated depending on the point of interest. A randomized timer for loot in the testing stations for like the uniques and whatnot, rather than a set timer. The perk where reloads plus missile launcher is broken. Oh, lovely. What isn't broken? Wouldn't we like to know? Oh, I'm a dingus. Yeah, I told you guys I'm a dingus. Forgot to set up the ice to cook. That was the whole reason I was pulling it out of my Thopter. There's a few other little minor things in the update. Obviously I'd recommend checking out patch notes, or just rewind back to the beginning of the stream. You'll see me going over it. But those are like the highlights. Oh, and they changed the timer for transitioning from PvP to PvE from 5 seconds to 30 seconds. That's another big caveat. Gotta top off the morgue as well before I take off. Five Finger is gonna be one of those things that's in like within a cycle of being able to be available. Whether or not it's in like the loot pool or not, or is that strictly just deep desert? It's gonna lose my goddamn mind, dude. I don't know why they're like, yeah, you can only loot these schematics this week. Put a randomizer on it, dude. Randomizers are great for a reason. Oh shit. I think this is my Mark V. Let's find out when I start fighting. Oh yeah, no, I have cargo on this one. Good. Let's see what I can get from the static ship. I'm shale now. This is a game about heavy drug addicts killing each other. I mean, yeah, that's kind of what it boils down to at the end game, doesn't it? I mean, sure, there's gonna be more stuff added later, but... I'm a dealer, not a user. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I haven't been using either, so. Wait, is it the big crash site that has this? There's like multiple chunks, isn't there? And there's a lot of crash sites out here. I haven't done any of them, if you couldn't tell. So they're not even highlighted. Delphus, so it's the big boy. Delphus and Euphoria. Which one's this? Okay, that's Delphus. It's only the big one that you get it from? Okay, so everybody coming in with mixed info. Okay, we gotta make this an in and out. Oh god, I can't see anything. I keep forgetting to make the wearable light. Here. Where's that? There we go. There is a guy with a light. Give me that. It's silly. I can clip it to my hip, but then the second I pull out a weapon, the glow stick goes away. Oh, okay. I know where I am now. You got it figured out. I'll catch up on chat once I'm out of here. Not that I think anyone's gonna pop in, but you never know. Basin. Come on, give me the goodies. Damn it. Got some legs. Right before that comment about the glow stick, I said I really need to make up a wearable light, and I keep forgetting to do that. It's funny. I'm farming olives. Do you not get it from the Harco? Legit, only had it from the ship. Ran it over 40 times. Oh, meant the route. Oh, okay, for good drops and Solaris, okay. We're about to have a spice bloom, too. Mind if I do hoard that to myself? Yeah, they really need to put mediums out here. Just small ones in the basin. It's a little silly. Especially since everybody tries to share them. It's rock and wait. Spice is spice after all. Out of it? Okay, this is out of the rat zone. Beautiful barking. Had 2 drops of it, feels rare to see. Well, it explains why it's going for like 30k. Just the schematic. southernmost ship has a chance to... the southernmost ship has a chance, as well as the first sniper. As you can see, I have not farmed these at all. So I might need to be better about that. Sold it for 75? Jeez. Nah, I'd be one of those people that hoards it to myself. Definitely something that I'd want to use. See how bad this spread is. I see what you mean. How about aiming down the sight, though? It's not too bad. Well, if I'm going for, like, decent range, I would whip this out, and then if they get close, I would use this. God damn, that balloon needs to go off already. Hurry up. Oh, I think it's about to. Yeah, it's a rat suit. There it is. All that spice cloud for such a tiny spot. Halfway done with the load, I know that. Time to go. Hurry up, I still have a couple piles to grab. So far, some was still blue. Oh, yeah. I guess the radiation just kind of distorts the color, doesn't it? Weapon vendor in American sells the triple shot rifle. Sells it for 87k though. Yeah, that's kind of ridiculous. I mean, I'll spend 30k on it, but I don't know about 87. I guess if I'm desperate. So there's literally nothing else that I'd spend my money on. I mean, I guess like Harkonnen. You're a little late on that spice boom, but I guess there's Harkonnen cosmetics I could spend my money on, but I'm not really keen on doing that either. The Burst rifle is guaranteed poison, but not with the 5 fingers. I just don't like the... I don't know, I guess we'll see how it works. Buy a new blueprint every 12 hours. So only benefit to selling. Benefit her for selling it. True. So if I'm good about grinding up... well, I guess it wouldn't be that hard to make that kind of money, would it? It'd be really easy, especially if I just made a bunch of rad suits real quick. It was mildly productive. Is this light armor? I really need to make the garment fabricator, dude. I've been putting that off for a minute. It's kind of sad. Probably better than any of the gear that I was wearing before anyway, so. So I'll shove it in the alcove there. Oh, I can make Idaho's charge with this one. Oh, wait, that's the advanced one, isn't it? Huh. I'm an idiot. That is not the... How much did that take? 45. Hey, maybe it's not a bad idea for me to throw down the... fancy... stuff. I could throw down the rest of these, but then I'd be back to square one on Melange and farming up for the large ore refinery. But then I'd be wearing better gear. Minus 10% dash stamina cost. Oh, I need that. I do be a dodgy boy. I'm thinking I make the fabricators and then work towards the large ore refinery. Just got your large spice refinery last night. It felt so good to be done with that shit. Yeah. Imagine. I mean, I only recently got the medium spice refinery. I'm gonna go ahead and go for it. I know I don't need it, but I have stuff that I got from... Oh, god damn it, it would take spice to make these. Of course it does. I take it back. Or I gotta save up for the large ore refinery. Large gives a 1 launch for 50 sand. Cooks 1,000 at once. Yeah, but doesn't it cost like 1,000 spice melange? Or spice melange with spice sand? Oh no, yeah, melange to make the large refinery. Shouldn't have done that. I really hate that it just drops everything on the floor and doesn't dump it into a chest. Talk about tedious. $1,000 spice, 1,000 plastic ingots, and 1,100 silicon blocks, and 1,000 cobalt. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm thinking they would make more sense for me to... I mean... I don't know. Yeah, I guess. the large spice refinery would make the most sense. Are these good? Probably better than what I was rocking. Poison mitigation, that'd be nice. Blade mitigation. These heavy. Nope, light armor. Okay, that's surprising. Oh, it's insanely better. Definitely make those. Dude, even Miner's Blessing is better than what I had going. Slightly, but... Oh, that took aluminum. Wait. A mercenary scout is gonna be worse than Earth's helmet. I guess it does take aluminum. Trying to put on better gear. Actually focus that stuff. It is price worth because it's only duraluminum to repair. Good stats. The Plastadium is better, but harder to maintain, yeah, especially as a solo. I mean, I'm slowly trying to get more people involved, but that is a little difficult given the current situations with things in the game. Large ore refineries are worth it. For sure, cheaper to make ingots. True, but given how rare it is for me to actually get spice. Oh, I gotta apply the skins again. I feel like I guess I'll use the same boots. I feel like the spice refinery makes most sense. Get the best bang for my buck, I suppose. I get my boots on, can't be having these dogs out for free, man. Alright, now we're kitted. Because I don't have the helmet showing. There we go. Back to how it was. Never happened. I don't know where my power regulators are. Oh, found it. All right. Can I top off all the water? Yes. Oh yeah, the light thingy. Thank you for reminding me. Where would I even craft that at? Is it at the survival bench? Or maybe it's at the basic one that I have to do it at. Load tube. The fuck? The build spice revive. Yeah, that's the plan for after the wipe. Getting stuff set up out in the deep desert, but yeah, no point in doing that today. Yeah, that's definitely gonna have to be the move. Once I have enough spice to be able to do that, because even then I would need to... How much spice would I need for that? Well, I have enough to drop down a medium one at least. Definitely not enough for that. I can definitely put down like... I can put one down in the deep desert right now. Almost enough to be able to plop one of these down in the deep desert, but worry about that tomorrow. I guess I can go do the shield wall testing stations to get better schematics and stuff. Pop out for some spice here and there if it spawns. Hard spice thing can only do 10k spice at a time. That's more than I've ever been able to farm at one time. I think the most I've been able to farm from a place at once was like 5 to 6k. Okay. Well, I'll definitely try hitting the Rex as well, the static Rex. See if I can get anything worth. Really gotta do better about the spawning, dude. I thought there was on that guy. That's ridiculous. Me and this guy have the same idea. These ones are instants though, aren't they? Oh shit. Whoops. Why, when and how did I bring that out? The fuck? Yeah, whatever. Must have been for me, assembling and disassembling things. Definitely thought that depoted. Yeah, this is gonna be empty for sure. Probably already empty, not even from the guy that just ran in here. Oh, hey, wow, enemies. Shot. Yeah, I don't know what I like better. It does a lot of damage, that's for sure. Gotta really run up to him by mistake. I don't know, I'm gonna have to see what's in caves or something, because I feel like the loot's the same. I don't know, maybe it'll be different when the wipe happens. Oh fuck, I definitely forgot to grab the purple thing. Is that the way out? No, this is the way out. Right? No? Yes. I know where I'm going. I don't think that's how you're supposed to sit in your Thopter. It kind of feels like shit, being honest. I mean, it feels the same. I don't feel like there's much of a difference at all, but... make a trip back to the base because I didn't realize I accidentally brought the launch over. I'm a dingus. And when they first rolled out the hotfix, someone was like, oh hey, they made PvP. I'm like, wait, what? I thought they meant the whole bro, not just the island. It kind of got me excited. Glad you like the gun. It's truly unique per se. Yeah, it's good. I'll have to get used to it, but definitely not disappointed with purchasing it. It does the same damage output as the first best, but it's split between 3 different rounds. Fuck's sake, dude. Why? I've never had a game crash more than this one. My BIOS is up to date. Everything's up to date. Drivers are up to date. BIOS is up to date. Yeah. Yeah, crash. Gotta love it. Oh, I'll probably just be sitting on the ground. You combine both, what, the first best and 5-finger? I feel like that's a little repetitive, not? Wouldn't you want, like, a disruptor and something that does poison? At least that's what I think a good combo would be. No, I'd rather... I feel like it's more effective to have something that does disruptor damage, right?
I dream.
Have something that takes care of them shields. Go over to dagger if needed. I mean, that's valid. And I can't wait to actually spec up my character to what it needs to be instead of having to respec it every time I want to fill out one of the skill trees for the classes. Anyone guess what happened to my Thopter? It finally happened to me. I finally had that bug that people were getting. Jesus Christ, dude. This game really needs to fix itself. This is fucking ridiculous. That is fucking ridiculous. I put oh my god, I put all that loot in there too. Good grief. You know what was in there? The 90 fucking launch too. Yep, that's gone. Fuck's sake, man. Feels like a gamble playing this game right now. Till they get shit fixed. So I just ate my Thopter. Love that for me. I think it will miraculously come back if I log out and back in. It's worth a shot, right? Let's try it. Try to fly up and spam. Oh boy, is the game really trying my fucking patience today, bro. Holy shit. Another crash. Bug-free game, yeah. Working as intended, right? Oh no, I'm not a floating head anymore, guys. Suddenly got very fucking hot. Overheating from frustration. Ugh.
I dream of it, amongst the wild threads of history and the myriad of paths.
Alright, well, maybe my Thopter will be back. The crash upon login's insane, dude. Did I miss something? Oh yeah, all the fun. Game ate my Thopter and its cargo, and now I've had a crash upon logging in, so we're having a good old time. Things are going great in Dune. Okay, we're back. And allegedly my Thopter is over there, but I do not trust the game. No Thopter to be had. Is it below the terrain now? No way it's below the terrain. Oh, no. Well, I wouldn't be able to spam the tool because the inventory is there, so that's not going to work either. Love it. God damn. You know, there's any wonder why the games had a 50% drop off on player retention. Shit like that. Let's put a bug report. Sure they have 100 of these, but let's add another to that 100. Why does it do that? It just completely eats away the gameplay footage, even though it's still on my screen and only shows you what I'm... Actually, you know, I should probably go to where the location is. That way they could see it on the compass. Each patch solves one bug and creates 5 more. Yep. Definitely feels that way. You know, they say that tends to be the case whenever you're making patches for a game, but get it to where it's like, there we go, same height. This is a bit excessive. Goes slowly but surely. $10-15 hours gone. I wouldn't say that, dude. If it takes you 10 to 15 hours to make a Thopter, yeah, my Thopter's gone. I wouldn't say it's if you're at tier 5 and it's 10 to 15 hours for you to make another Thopter, you're doing something wrong. I'd say like an hour. 3 hours tops if you're counting needing to cook up the aluminum. Plus 90 mileage. I'm not going to count that. I'm just going to count the Thopter. You know, the loot is whatever. But yeah, if you were to count the spice, yeah, I suppose it would come close to amounting to that. God, that's frustrating, dude. What up, Jovance? Jovance. Put some spice into your name. I don't know. Probably mispronouncing it regardless. Gotta love the journey back, right? Okay, sand is a brutal loss for a solo player. That's not 9k. If you're cooking it up in a... Jesus, I didn't even think about that. That is a lot of spice lost, but... It's a little less than that if you're cooking it in the medium refinery. Happened in the world map transition? Yep, that's exactly what happened. God, so fucking stupid. Makes me not want to go to the deep desert. Like, if people make comments on my videos like, this is why I don't go to deep desert. No, this shit. This is why people shouldn't be going to deep desert. Oh, god damn. Very annoying. So now I'm like, what do I want to do? Go risk it all again? You know? Very dumb. I mean, I could make another one at least, but... I don't have the aluminum to make a storage though. Because I cooked it all into duraluminum. Lovely. Well, let's go get some duraluminum, I guess. Or not duraluminum, but aluminum. A little bit of lost recovery before I rage quit. I was just in deep desert too. I'd be mad. Yeah, no. I'm quite jaded with this nonsense, if you couldn't tell. Nah, I have the mats to make another Thopter right now, just not the stuff to make the storage. Like, I could cook one up right now. I could probably cook like 2 or 3. Well, if you're farming spice by buying it, dude, I think that's your first mistake. You shouldn't be buying spice. It's way too expensive. Would like to say the time would have helped, but the company doesn't seem to be able to fix shit. Been there, done that. I would bet management, money, people, and devs are at odds, yeah. I mean, like I said, they have their plate full, man. Between these, like, rage-quitting bugs, rage-quitting hacks, imbalance in dogfighting, like, the game is fantastic for the first 100 hours, and then it just kind of falls apart unfortunately. I hate saying that because, you know, I love the game, but it's the truth. Three days farm for 50, and you're buying it? That's ridiculous, dude. No, that is not worth it. I would just go farm it myself rather than buying it. Thopter based storage or player inventory may become invisible, or yeah, I know, I read that earlier on stream. But that's something else entirely than what I dealt with. The whole Thopter fucking disappear. I guess that is part of it. Fuck. I don't want to go to deep desert right now, man. What I wanted to do, I wanted to play around in the testing stations and go farm up some spice, but nah, it's not worth it. Not until they fix that shit. Like, I'm getting to the point where I'm tempted to play something like Star Citizen or some shit. We'll see how things are tomorrow, though. Maybe things will be better by then. You know it's bad when I want to play a buggy game like Star Citizen. Resorted to building instead of the deep desert until bugs. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, I don't... Other than 100%ing the point of interests in Haga Basin, I don't really have anything else to do other than working on getting capstone skills. Said Star Citizen. I mean, what can I say? I like broken games, I guess. Yeah, it's super jank, but nothing like it. I mean, until October, they're really... I can't really think of another online game I would want to play. Definitely going to be playing a lot of Arc Raiders when it comes out. Yeah, this is what my playtime has been boiled down to in Dune. Yeah, the resources. I mean, it's kind of exciting out in Deep Desert a little bit at least, but not with their bugs of things disappearing. Love Dark Raiders, got into it last tech test. Yeah, I was playing it last test too. It was so excited for it. You haven't had any problems in 110 hours? Have you gone to the deep desert, Slurm? I mean, even then, like, I've had issues in the basin, so I guess you're just super lucky. Granted, I didn't have issues for a while either, but I'm sitting at like 210 hours. I didn't really start running into a lot of bugs until like the 150 hour mark. Yeah, a lot of the bugs revolve around Deep Desert, transitioning between them. I'd love to sit here and no-life this game, but until they start really working on fixing the bugs and adding more content, there just isn't really much left to do other than, for me, other than, you know, get the rest of T6 stuff and form a guild and go fight people in deep desert, but it's becoming very evident why the player base is falling off, which is a shame. Hoping in the next month that they roll out bigger and better patches to fix their shit, but that is just copium. Either way.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Probably there's more they can add. Yes, I've finished everything. The only thing I have left are capstone quests for classes. There's just nothing at endgame. Like, I have like double the hours that you do, but there's... It gets to a point where you really run out of things to do. Which is problematic. There you go. Drink water, see you later. Yeah. Appreciate you hanging out. Puffing through the scuffed nature of the game. Well, if anyone's got suggestions of other online games for me to play on stream, oh, re-signed. What garbage did we get this time? Oh, for fuck's sake. The server votes for the dumbest shit, I swear. Why do we ever vote for vendors is beyond. Would much rather crafting be reduced than fucking vendors. I don't even know what all the things you can vote for are. Yeah, tool imports. I mean, those are fine, I guess. We had 1 week where it was like crafting stuff, and ever since then it's been vendors. We had vehicle vendors last week. This time it's armor vendors, and the week before last it was the tool one. Yeah, 3 straight weeks of reduced crafting. I wouldn't complain either. That's what I want, man. I think I might see if... I don't know, I'm trying to think of what to do. Then really all I have available to do without touching the deep desert is farm resources and hit up shipwrecks. Get off my land. Get out of here. And didn't even stop. How boring. I want to play an MMO. But I won't interact socially with the other players. So that makes sense. I did yell at the man to get off my land. Time to play Roblox? No, I would... No. Never in my life would I ever touch Roblox. Holy shit. Talk about cancerous. You have us? Yeah, I mean, that's valid. This is crazy to me how many people are just, like, go to play an MMO and then they isolate themselves. I'm like, what are you playing an MMO for then? You know? Oh my god, a box that can hold... Oh my goodness. An entire cargo of aluminum? What is this sorcery? Don't play Roblox. He was trying to buy half the town where my dad lives. What the fuck? No, Roblox is shit, dude. There's no way around it. I'm sure some people no. It is a scummy ass company. As far as the people who run it, they have like slave labor basically with their people who are ever putting the content onto it. It's exploitative of... Don't get me started on this tangent, man. Fuck Roblox. That's all I'm gonna say. It is an absolute waste. There's so much better out there as far as the games, and I just... You could never convince me to touch Roblox ever. You would have to pay me a copious amount of money in order to play it. He's bought a ton... How true is that? I'm gonna look that up. Trying to find something on it. Roblox is garbage. There's nothing that you can say that like no, Roblox is trash. Absolutely not. It is a cesspool. Don't know if it's public. I just know he wants my dad's house. How do you know that? Hi, Sassy. Are you here to make me feel better about my loss? Or am I just projecting that onto you? So frustrating. You let go of me with those claws, you butt. Ow. Don't need that much of a grip to rub my head, dude. What? Thank you. It's very sweet of you. I asked my dad, and your dad said no. It's his house. Where he lives. Yeah. I mean, depending on age and whatnot. I know it's sad, but if I were in that position, depending on the dollar amount, I would be like, you would have to pay me an amount to where I could retire and never have to work by the end of the stream. What up, Sloshy? No, you've missed all the scuffed nature, Sloshy. Game is kind of borked right now. I mean, let's see how bad the player base is now. Kind of waiting for the aluminum to cook for storage, but I love it. Let's see here. Oh my god, it's even worse now. When I checked earlier, it was 74k, now it's 70k. Ask for hundreds of millions? Absolutely, dude. Like, dude could afford it, too. Yeah, 150 mil, take it or leave it. Yep. Because, like, if you throw, like, 1.3, 1.4 mil into savings, you could live off of the interest for the rest of your life. Like, around the age of, in your 30s. I forget that in America it's all about profit. Yeah. Good old capitalism, the American way. Yeah, no, I'd ask for a shit ton of money and then go buy a bunch of property in other countries and then go retire for cheap. That's what I'd do. You're so affectionate right now. I'm trying to do stuff and things, and you're just preventing me. It's all about her right now. Huh. Alright. I'm gonna try to do things, Sass. She gets so incredibly, insistent to the point that she starts ramming her head against my arms. She's laying in my lap, belly up, staring at me. Anywho. Got another Thopter built because the game ate mine. Rude. And we're still waiting on the aluminum. Wi-Fi is so bad right now. Are you back home or are you still out visiting? Oh yeah, the Roblox dude is 100% a scummy billionaire. There's a reason why he has so much money. He's taking advantage of his the player base. Don't mind me, I'm giving my cat attention. Anywho. Well, by the time that's done, maybe I'll have enough aluminum. Has 6.5 billion, or is that his net worth? Because net worth is calculated off of assets and whatnot as well. Still on vacation, okay. Net worth most is in the company? Probably, yeah. In my Thopter. Make the storage yet? No. That's gonna be a bit before I can do that. I don't even have beans to make the rockets, do I? I do. Tempting. I better somehow get my Thopter back, dude. So annoyed with that. Why is it squatting so much? Alright, well, that's a little frustrating. What time is it? I'll text my buddy, see if what he's up to. Alright, well, if there's other games you guys would like to see me play, by all means suggest them in comments or chat or Discord or whatever. Right now there's nothing that I could really do or want to do because any interesting thing that I could do is kind of out in the deep desert, and that's just not an option right now. So, 'cause I'm not looking to go dick around out there with the potential losses that it could bring. That being said, I know it's quite early, a lot earlier than I would normally end stream, but it gets really boring running the shipwrecks and the testing stations in the Haga Basin. You know? So, I will be back live with this tomorrow, and I'll be setting up my base in the deep desert. I think for tonight, I think I'm gonna have to call it. It's okay, I don't feel too great. It's a Monday, it's everybody's shit day, I guess. I will have a new video coming out about deep desert and unfortunately all the bullshit going on with it. So yeah, it really sucks with the bugs. I mean, like, I love the game, I love the entire premise of it, I adore it, and I'm gonna continue playing it, I'll continue streaming it, but you guys might be seeing a little more variety from me in the streams. I guess wouldn't be the worst thing, but yeah. If you guys have any suggestions or any things you want to see me play, let me know. Otherwise, I will see you guys tomorrow, hopefully in a better situation than the scuffed nature that today's been. I've also been just kind of tired. Hey man, you're breaking shit. Let's not do that. Anyway. You guys have a better night than I just did, or day, or whatever happens to be. I appreciate you guys hanging out and going through all that. Oh shit, we just got a sub on my way out. Appreciate it, Flaccid. That helps. Subnautica. That is a game I haven't played through yet. So I might have to do that. I don't know. We will see. I mostly like online games with player interaction because I find that to be more interesting, but we will see. Thanks again for that sub, Flaccid. Helps quite a bit. And yeah, anywho, keep an eye out for the extra video. If you're a member on the YouTube channel, you get access to it a little earlier than everybody else because I can't come up with a better benefit than that yet. But anywho, see you guys tomorrow. Have a good rest of your day, evening, whatever it may be. And I'll see you guys